Hey, hello, internet. Hello. That's it. That's the internet. You don't. There's no analog glitch. It's Friday night, which is the perfect night to play D&D with your friends. Welcome back to the Dicey Miscrits. Um, you might have noticed been a couple of changes. And if you were here last session, you might have noticed that there was room for change to be made. So let's go ahead and do our intros from the top. Just give me your player name, uh, character name, player pronouns, character pronouns. We'll start on this side. We'll go around.
Hey, it's me, Jacob, also Megasaurus Rex. I'm playing Duncan Dukes. We're both he, him.
I'm Rita.
Literally, too.
I'm Alsega. I am playing Pyria, who is a she, her, as well as me.
Hello, my name is Irene. My pronouns are she, her. I'm playing Moriana, and her pronouns are she, they.
Hi, my name is Mallory, and I'm playing a character named Animosity, and both of our pronouns are she, her.
My name's Michael, and I'm playing Tiny, and both of our pronouns are he, him.
And last but not least, I'm Gideon. You might know me as bad at this. I will be your DM this evening, which means I'm playing a whole lot of people with a whole lot of pronouns, including a certain tavern keeper that you guys will be meeting later in today's sessions, whose pronouns are he, him. So,
Is it the warlock from that one? Oh, I'm not even gonna guess.
we dropped from the skies above Faerun, I guess above Toril as a whole, but find ourselves zooming back in once more to the Icewind Dale, that treacherous realm far to the north, cordoned off from most of the world by the spine of the world mountains, tall, rigid peaks which trap quite geographically almost everything to the north of them. Even in the best of times, this part of the world is remote and out of reach. These, my friends and fellow adventurers, are not the best of times. But that's something you're about to experience for yourselves. As you are traveling in a wagon, pretty nondescript wagon, rolling its way through the barely usable pass that remains between the mountains towards the first of the 10 towns and your last stop in civilization before heading on to your ultimate destination. Uh, Riding out front of this wagon are two big boys. Just a pair of hench fellas. Go ahead and introduce your characters for us.
So, Tiny is a very tall satyr. He's 6'2". He's got a good amount of muscle on him, but he's wearing some leather armor and has a longbow strapped to his back. Um, he uh, acts as though, even though he's very tall for a normal person, he keeps looking above people as if he expects to be smaller than them, even though he's a big guy.
Riding next to him is Duncan, who is exactly what you're envisioning. Just an absolute peak physical shape, magnificent mustache, and ready for action.
Was not envisioning a mustache. I'm sorry. Can we get a mustache description?
Oh, we have an image.
Think the thing that it put in my mind when I saw the mustache was old timey like circus weightlifter.
That's the vibe, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He's carrying around a spear, which is his weapon of choice, but it's obvious that the spear isn't the weapon. He is.
You two ride up front of the wagon, as carefully steering it through this narrow sort of mountain pass. As the weather begins to drop noticeably with each foot you travel into this mountain pass, getting colder and colder, and it seems to just have no floor to it. There's just no end to how low the temperature seems to keep dropping. Um,
Are we wearing winter clothes?
Hell yeah.
I'll say, yeah, you have
Yep.
prepared. You know where you're headed. You're headed to the Icewind Dale.
We're
You're
bundled
headed
up.
to one
Leathers,
of the most remote
furs.
parts of the Dale.
Is it provided by the company?
Yes.
And is it cute?
It,
I paid at least 5 gold for this fit.
it is not
paid for-
overly flashy,
5 gold.
but it is
They told me it was.
not
Out of style.
it's not out of style. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Thank you, that's all I need.
Flashing back on these two almost genteel fellas, just sort of gently telling the horses to ride along. We flash back on these two particularly big fellas to a much different part of their journey, towards the beginning of it, in the dark alleyways of Ammon, where they are chasing down a assassin, sent and hired by the Folly to murder all of the reigning members of the government of Ammon, throwing the entire city into chaos and disrupting the trade network almost permanently. You two are just in the midst of cornering as you've been winding down alleyway to alleyway to alleyway. You have finally managed to corner one of your quarry, a member of your quarry. You look and see Mercy of the Folly, this bald, human-appearing woman with almost luminescent blue eyes that seem to pierce through the dark, wearing a set of black and red robes, who you have finally managed to corner in this dark alleyway, and you see their... What do you do?
Oh, I'm rushing straight at them.
You watch them clock your whole deal as you're rushing towards them. Do you do anything?
I'm gonna like. It's at a corner. Like we've cornered them completely.
Like this alley comes to an end.
Okay, so I'm going to have like my longbow drawn, and I'm going to be at the ready, but I'm going to stay back, sort of keep giving him backup.
Okay, so you don't fire, but you're getting ready.
Yeah,
You
if
got that thing on.
I trust the Duke.
Okay. You watch as the Duke rushes down, barreling. What sort of attack are you gonna try to go for here?
Oh, I'm gonna do a massive feint. So I'm gonna rush up, and as soon as they throw up any defense, I'm going to duck like I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna dodge out right. I'm going to jump kick off a wall over the defense, and I'm going to do a flying axe kick right into their dome piece.
Okay. What I need is, let's call this
Oh, I'm gonna roll. This is gonna be.
what's performance or athletics? You
Um,
can pick one.
I would like to take athletics, please. Oh shit! I didn't test my dice either before this.
Oh, the vibes.
The vibes have been unchecked.
What are
That'd be an. That's a 19.
19. You watch as time slows down for you as your reflexes, you actively focus on the reflexes throughout your body. It feels like it's filling with electricity as you begin to sort of the process of your feint. You watch as she moves exactly as quickly as you do. Something you are not acclimated to experiencing at all, and you, as you're going in for this feint, you go, oh. Oh no. You've realized this person was not running because they were a coward or unequipped to fight you. They were running because they truly thought they could get away from you. You thought they could just end this without a fight. So you do your feint, and you watch as it's like this game of weird chess that happens with each movement. You sort of take in how they're moving, against how you're moving and try to correct. And as you leap, kick off the wall, and attempt to go over their defense, you watch as she bends backwards, plants her fists that were previously in defense against the ground, pushes off with her feet, and prepares to kick you as you land behind her. You are just a little bit faster, and you manage to punch her square in the kidney in her back. As you while you just and you watch as she folds a little bit. She lays there, crumpled on the ground, grasping at her back and for breath. What do you guys do?
That'll be me.
Good job, the Duke.
Thanks. I need to hear that. Makes me feel good about myself. I'm gonna grab her by an ankle and I'm gonna start dragging.
I have some manacles.
Oh, cool. Bring them over here.
Okay.
You know where the action's at.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna
Do you manacle her wrists or her ankles?
Do you only have one set? I feel like this is an
Can
oversight.
I do like a wrist to
I mean,
an
I didn't
ankle?
bring any.
One ankle, while the other free ankle is being dragged by the and her free arm is like you watch as this woman open hand keeps striking the manacles to try to break them. What scares you is that you see occasionally
Hold her other hand.
sparks fly off.
I'm gonna just grab the other hand.
Just hold
It's like, please.
You've got an arm, the other arm and ankle. She looks like some sort of weird contortion act. One arm and ankle are clasped to each other. Other arm and the other ankle are being carried in a straight line.
Stop.
All right. Well, this is fucked, and I'm just gonna give her one swift chop to the neck and knock her unconscious.
You do all this to her, then you knock her unconscious. So after, you see she gets
That's a
you
good
realized she gets.
Don't tell the rest of the people. I know you like to talk.
Yes, sir.
Before, and she just goes completely out. We fast forward back to where we are in the actual story. Is you guys have been writing for about an hour here.
Oh my god.
So, that was pretty cool. How you did that?
Thanks. It was pretty easy. You know, I was born to do this.
That's the royalty, right?
Fuck the cold. It's
Hey.
cold as fuck out here. I hate this.
Yeah.
In the snow. Whose
Yeah.
idea was this? Why would you put a prison out in the snow?
Probably so that they like slip.
Do you like the cold?
It's
You
kind of
look
nice.
like you like the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got
I'm surprised we get along
warm
as well.
clothes. What do you mean? Why is that surprising?
No, no, we just seem to like different things. You
Hey,
know.
that's okay. Differences make a good team. You hit people, I walk. I've got my.
That's fine. I like an audience.
It's better if somebody's watching.
Usually.
All right. So, we go ahead and zoom even further into the back of the wagon, where we have 3 prisoners. We have the woman that you beat down in that you
Mercy.
beat up, then humiliated. Then beat up again, and then beat up again. Yeah. You see this woman is properly manacled now of the wagon, alongside 2
My
of her
first manacle.
companions, a sort of salt and pepper haired,
We never rolled that.
a sort of salt and pepper haired looking, almost like a little bit elderly. You know what I mean? Like a George Clooney now amount of old. Or yeah, that's fine. So just like a little bit of gray coming through, man, and another woman, with slightly glittery skin and fangs, fanged teeth, in her mouth. Um, these her two cohorts are back there, and we also see three others. If you'd like to tell us about your characters.
Wow. My head is in my journal as I occasionally glance up at our prisoners, glance at the manacles, make sure they're still intact, glance at their ankles and question why we didn't bring extra manacles for their ankles. And then I put my head back in my journal. You see a long brunette haired woman with a large, very warm cloak. Warmer than you'd expect. I'm kind of surprised what the Harpers got. But we're here. Just taking notes. So, like, what did you specialize in?
Which one are you talking to?
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper?
Salt and pepper hair. Which one's that one?
Is that Charmers?
It's that would be
Kingmaker.
Kingmaker.
Why are you looking at my notes?
Because I wasn't.
Yeah, Kingmaker's the dingus bard. He's a loser. He's on the losing team.
Bad bard.
Kingmaker looks back at you, and sometimes it's not about.
So, who are you again?
We've been on this mission for a hot minute. You gotta get in the game, girl.
You're good.
Oh my
You can
God.
introduce yourself.
My character Anna is um sitting on the floor of the wagon. She's kind of got her knees up. She's hugging her legs, and she's looking around, feeling a little awkward. She really likes Pi and Moriana. They're really cool. They're nice. And she kind of likes Kingmaker, Charmer, and Mercy. They seem cool. I mean, Mercy's still knocked out, which is awkward. But for bad guys, she's wondering. How did they even get in this situation? Because sometimes life just sweeps you up, right? And the next thing you know, you're in the back of a wagon at Icewind Dale, and you're not. Maybe you could like the cold. You could settle here if you could maybe make a life for yourself. If you tried. It's not. There's no harm in trying.
You can farm ice, right? I think ice farmers
Yeah.
have a career.
I've heard
Really desirable.
ice skating is very popular. Maybe.
Do you do you occasionally do you throw a friendly smile towards the detainees at any point or anything like that?
Absolutely. She's kind of sizing them up.
Every time you do so to Kingmaker, Kingmaker goes. Every time you do so to Charmer, you see she looks at you and goes.
She
Was Bruce?
Mercy's just like
Is she
Hog tie. Fucking.
Tell us about your character.
So, Moriana is a Triton. If you wouldn't believe it, by the massive 1890s diving suit that she currently has on. The only difference being is that the inside of the helmet is filled with water. Instead of being filled with air, she has some tubes connecting this helmet to the rest of her. This is not a necessity. If you she does disadvantage on perception because her field of view is all in front of her.
How are you not frozen?
She is resistant to the cold. She's
Keeps
used
singing.
to like being a little.
Oh,
being a
okay.
little I just also feel like. It's honestly.
Can't beat the piss girl allegation.
Yeah.
You seen Moriana get out of that suit at all?
And it,
That big ass dumb thing? No.
inside of the tank, completely black. It's so dark. Occasionally, you might see a glint of one of her eyes. They are yellow, and it is disconcerting to see two yellow lights look at you. When she speaks, it is perfectly legible. It does sound a little echoey. She seems nice otherwise, though. She seems very, very friendly. It's very steampunk-esque. Like the suit itself, it's got the joints. It's not just the 1970s diving suit because she's not covered in waxed canvas.
Shit.
Those of you who know your diving history, which is fascinating because it wasn't even waterproof back in the day.
We flash back to this combat. You three are rushing into the home of one of the overseers of Ammon. And you guys know that this is the first place one of them is striking. You are about to catch one in the act, but you see Kingmaker. As you enter into the building, you see Kingmaker is just descending the steps, looks to the three of you, and flees. You know somebody is upstairs right now, and that's who you're here to stop, but this other separate member is trying to get away. What do you guys do?
This is tough because Anna's been a Harper for a minute, so she knows the deal. But I don't know if Anna's tough enough to go by herself. Would I know who the toughest in our group is?
Of the three of you that are there, are powerful in
Oh,
non-physical ways.
can I cast sleep on him?
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead and I believe that's D8s. So roll 5d8.
So the viewers at home, I am newer to D&D, so be patient for your.
I have other views if you need them. If you have enough, that's fine.
If you have problems with how quickly this is going, hey, get us at the Neopets account. We don't want to see that in the comments. Get in the Neopets account.
Wait, how many?
5.
Moriana's also gonna start pursuit because I don't think she's gonna see Anna prepare.
How well do you move in that suit?
Not great, but
Do you have
I
advantage on cells?
16 fusion.
16?
Me do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that.
Fuck it.
You watch as like the sleep spell fires out, almost like a trail of sand begins to envelop him. He shakes his head and keeps running. You follow after?
Yeah, I do my infusion that lets me teleport 15 feet to even close that gap.
Is it the Boots of the Winding Path?
Yes.
Because the Boots of the Winding Path only let you teleport to a place you've been.
We didn't scope out the place ahead of time?
They let you go to some place you've
The
been.
amateurs,
So you can go
dude.
30 feet and then teleport 15 feet back along the path.
Great, that's great.
You can run up, go boppity boppity, and then back.
They're back.
You know,
Or they can like jump a chasm. Yeah.
I'm gonna fog cloud ahead of him then.
Okay, so you make a fog cloud appear, and as he tears into it, and you tear in after him.
Yep.
I would say watching that Moriana is lumbering after him.
Lumber.
I-
Pep. Okay.
I think Anna is gonna head upstairs while Moriana's lumbering.
Alright, and what are you doing?
I am also gonna stay on mission and protect whoever is about to die.
So you two head upstairs. Um, you throw open the door of the overseer of Ammon, and you see there is like you see first of all you see Charmer there, and a breath of this strange like purple gas escapes between her lips and uh, fires directly into the overseer's face. And you watch as the overseer begins to grab at their throat and appears to be asphyxiating. She looks towards the door as it opens. What do you do?
I cast Gust of Wind to throw it back at her.
All right. You watch as a breeze, like curls around your arm, hitting each of those little crystals along the way, and wraps its way around and just blows this poison spray back towards her. Um, as it hits her face, you see that it definitely seems to react, but it doesn't do as much damage as it seemed to have been doing to him. He is out of the poison's effects. He still appears to be asphyxiating. She has just been distracted and hit a bit in the face with the poison.
Hmm.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do before she takes an action?
Anna, if you want to do something, I feel like I've taken my turn. I love my spell.
I'm not
You
used.
don't know.
I'm not used to fighting. The only other character I played doesn't really fight. That's not what she's here for. So I'm sorry. Give me a second.
You're totally.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I would. I feel like she would run in and try to lay a hit down.
You can also make non-lethal attacks with your weapons. You just have to tell them.
So you don't want to go for a killing strike.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, that's not the point of what we're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, you could use your rapier and like club them over the head with it.
Okay. I think Anna's gonna run in and try to. Is it possible to like grab an enemy and hit them? Like trying to.
You can grapple them and then you can attack. Absolutely.
Okay, then I think that's what I would like to do.
Those would, just for future reference, if we're in combat and you ever want to do that, that would be like an attack and then a second attack.
Okay.
So you run up, like, just grab her, like, black and red shirt that she's wearing and go, and you bring the butt of this rapier down. You see, as you bring it down, her jaw unhinges and opens to about 2 times the size a mouth should open to. And you see there's pairs of fangs and a tongue that just darts out and prepares to fire more poison at you. Yeah, she's yawning. The jaw unhinges, and you see purple mist building in the back of her throat, and you just right between the eyes, and she and fall downstairs. The high overseer is still choking, asphyxiating. Is there anything that you would like to do about that while Annie is going in for the headbutt or the butt to the head?
The love tap.
The left, right, good night.
Left, right, good night. This is a weird question. And it's probably already too late for this.
What's up?
Can I cast Gust of Wind inside of a person's lungs to force them to breathe out?
I think you have to see the point.
Con check.
Hey, you're a special wizard.
Fuck it.
Make con check. This is definitely not how the spell's usually supposed to be.
No.
Con check. Let's call this a DC 15.
21.
Oh, I went too low with 15.
Wait, 21 plus my proficiency, so
silence
24.
24. Yeah, you go. Okay.
I'm not gonna
You need to see.
Oh.
Hey,
Noodle Bag Jones, we love you too.
What up,
I
nerd?
missed.
I just cast Gust of Wind into a person, so
I
let's see what happens.
I thought of it for a second.
We can only hope.
I'm like 85% sure. But you go. Okay. And you focus, and you just try to imagine in your head. You do the math of like the depth down from your hand into the lungs and into both lungs, and how to just start going through anatomy and math of how to specifically get that wind and concentrate. And you watch he coughs out this purple mist that just sort of drifts to the ground like dust mites in air.
Hell yeah. That's why I took proficiency in medicine. I learn about the human body. Let's go.
Nice.
Back downstairs. You've stepped into a cloud of fog.
Mm-hmm.
You do not see him. You don't see Kingmaker. What do you do? Especially with your limited vision, which you know. It's like Silence of the Lambs. When she's in the room with Buffalo Bill.
Detect magic. Does he have any magic items on him?
Detect magic?
Yep.
There's a whole lot of, I believe it's conjuration magic.
Sure.
Magic.
That's it? Conjuration magic? Nothing else?
We were there.
You hear coming off the walls.
I imagine that once the dude upstairs is breathing, one of us is gonna detain the charmer, and the other one is gonna go back downstairs, right?
So
This is happening while you guys are upstairs. So you guys are still up there taking down Charmer. But you hear echoing off the walls in this hallway that you've filled with fog. You could just let me go, you know. It'd be our little secret.
the fog fills an area. Does it fill the hallway to the top, or is it one of those rich people hallways?
Both. This is a rich person's hallway. It filled it to the top. I believe it's 20 feet by 20 feet.
Yes, it's 20 feet by 20 feet. And it fills it all the way. I'm gonna take a step forward and say, what do you have to offer if I let you go? And I'm gonna try to like detect where the sound is coming from when he responds.
What do you want? Money?
I
Action?
get money. I need information. Where's the sound coming from? Is it still just
It's
echoing?
bouncing off the walls. What could I possibly know that a harper wouldn't? Besides, of course, everything.
You are. This fucker. Um,
We could turn this into a big, long, drawn-out fight if you want. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be so easy to say I walked into the fog and I lost him? He was so clever and tricky that he just got away from me. What I'd have to offer you is time, blood, and the fact that you get to keep yours.
I'm gonna get to the end. I'm gonna walk straight through the hallway so I get to the end. That's what I want to do. And I'm at the end.
Yeah, you see there's some doors.
I'm
Well,
going
you can't be
to.
behind.
Well, I know he's not at this end of the hallway. I'm going to point my crossbow into the fog. Um, when I went through the hallway, it's just him and me in this hallway, correct? There's not like a group of children
knowledge.
at the end of this hallway, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There.
Very
No,
quiet children.
How you filled it.
Innkeeper from Barovia.
Full of babies.
Kids, time for a trip.
I would like to volatilely react my crossbow non-lethally.
Volatile reaction.
I would in the
What do you
hallway.
I believe a volatile reaction affects your next attack.
Okay,
So
then I'll
roll the
cast
D8
it
first.
and then fire. I don't want to fuck up the.
Do you have your table? Okay.
I got an 8.
You got an 8?
Yep.
So you get to make this attack at advantage, even though you cannot see him.
Yes.
Vantage.
I didn't. Yeah. So advantage.
So just flat.
Just flat. And you get to add the D8 to the attack damage if you hit.
17. That's not my
Okay.
final. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's
roll your
going-
damage plus 8. Make sure to add 8 at the end.
Can't see shit. Fires blind into fog. Hits this dude.
Square, square in the knee.
Non-lethal damage.
Hey, there's a reason she got hired.
I declared it as non-lethal.
10
I
non-lethal.
Say,
You can't declare non-lethal damage with a ranged weapon.
and then fucking we ball.
That's part of why I did not fire.
You
Ball. I'm saying.
wheel around with your crossbow.
I'm gonna say I'll find out the information with or without your help. And fire.
And you whip around with your crossbow and point it back where you came from. You feel it's attached to your crossbow.
Yes, as a sight.
You feel your artifact react almost like a magnet and pull your hand straight up and fire.
Oh my god.
As you realize you walked through the whole hallway.
Yeah.
The only place he could be
Is up.
and fire into him and watch as he drops from the ceiling where he was pressed up against each wall with a crossbow bolt. You want to catch it? You don't want to just let him hit the ground?
I want to catch him a la princess style and then
And then what?
shackle him.
You can't really... Look, I've been in this situation. You can't princess carry somebody and handcuff them.
Alright. He hits the ground.
I've been in this situation.
You watch as he jumps, hits the ground and is clutching his arm that has a crossbow bolt perfectly through the shoulder.
Something to mod in the chat.
Cursory hardback 5. Alright. We flash back forward to the present day as the three of you sit now with these three ne'er-do-wells in silence. 3 members of the Folly, the most dangerous assassin group in the whole of the Forgotten Realms. Frankly, they goofed. They goofed hard. They had to mess up big time in order to end up in this situation. And you, as a group, are about to be surely recognized as maybe some of the best harpers of the modern day. You've managed to capture 3 of this elusive group at once alive.
We did it.
Yeah, we're going to be recognized as some of the greatest modern harpers.
By harpers, mostly.
Yeah, of course. By other harpers, you know.
This is a big step up.
I mean, it is easy.
I know you're a Duke and all, but this is big for me.
Big for you? Wow. Looking up. The fuck would be big for you?
Everything.
Oh, I guess that's why they call you tiny.
Exactly. You got it.
Got it.
This wagon eventually arrives at Bryn Shander. Bryn Shander being the first of the 9 towns. Sorry, first of the 10 towns. You do not know about that yet. The first of the 10 towns, many consider to be the gateway to the other towns.
Hey,
Yeah.
Duke,
What's up?
what are we selling?
Right. All 5 of you, you gain an inspiration.
Oh, nice.
Oh, all 5 of us?
All 5 of you. That was pretty good all around. I liked a lot of them. Hey, you used it.
I really won it. I really won.
That's D&D, baby.
What are we selling again?
Oh, I don't remember what Anna said. Let's
Oh.
just make some shit up. I don't know, like corn.
Corn?
Corn.
And we're selling corn, right?
In barrels?
Corn juice?
What? What are you gonna put corn in? Bags?
Barrels of corn.
I'm pretty sure I've seen corn in a bag before.
I'm sure you've seen it in a barrel too.
It could be corn syrup.
Corn syrup.
Oh, corn syrup. The sugar. The sugar of the future. It's something the wizard came up with.
You can sell maple syrup. That comes in bags.
Look, I don't know if it really matters. As soon as they take a look at like, and then he's gonna like peek and then motion over at Mariana and just be like, "Well, you see her? Like, it doesn't matter what the fuck we're selling."
Oh, because of like the crystals and stuff? The other-
This one's Rhea, yeah. Pyria.
We said her. So I was.
Yeah, Moriana. Yeah, they'll see her and they'll shit a break. It's fine.
Here's what our original plan was. We're selling research equipment, and when they ask what the equipment is, Moriana is gonna start explaining it, and then they're gonna let us go.
So smart. I was trying to figure out why I forgot the plan.
Shit, yeah.
Mori's
She
not
reads to sleep when she talks.
I can hear both of you through the mask. Thank you very
Glub,
much.
glub, you can't hear shit.
Is it too early to start voting people?
Don't worry, Moriana. They don't appreciate what you bring to the team.
What I brought was, and she's gonna gesture to fucking Kingmaker. And she said, and these 2 fuckwits surely did something massively embarrassing to catch. She's gonna gesture at the one you guys got. Comes out. Then just look at each other.
Hey, at least ours isn't being so sassy.
What
You guys.
conscience I need? Sassy about Mercy. She's doing good.
You see, Charmer is sitting back there and goes,
It because the Harpers believe that we are the bringers of justice without letting blood that is unnecessarily led.
Because this is more justice than you being dead.
It's like
What do they call
Anna doesn't care, but she does know and she wants.
Nation.
that was
She gets to be cold. Cold for a long.
those words strung together have a significance. The effort with which you said them had very little. I'm unconvinced.
Well, anyway,
As you guys roll up to the wall,
Thank God we're not politicians.
to the walled town, you see there are bright lanterns, which seem to cast a little bit of multicolored light. You see there's like some orange, yellow, green light that shines over the walls. The walls are closed at the moment, and you see there is like presumably a guard, but is in reality it's just a guy with a fishing harpoon. This is not. You five have been in real combat. This is not somebody who's going to stop anybody from doing anything in reality. But with the unearned confidence that only this white human man could project, he looks down and goes, "Hi,
Hello.
What are you doing?
We're going into the town. Could you open the gate?
I didn't think so. We expected you?
Are they expecting us?
Yes, you are expecting us.
Ah! Sorry, Duke.
You guys do anything about the mouth situation of the prisoners in the back of the wagon?
They were like silence?
No.
Absolutely. I'm gonna use suggestion and suggest they shut the fuck up.
The next 8 hours.
I'll say probably at some point on the trip you did that to Kingmaker. He just kept
trying to talk.
trying to say shit.
I mean, I can just pull a ball bearing out and just.
I'll bearing in each of their mouths and prepare heat metal.
What the? Oh. Holy shit! What the
Would
fuck?
that work for charm? If they can unhinge their jaw several.
It's metal on the inside, baby. Like, fuck.
That's insane. That's
I think we are nice people.
oh my god.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
You could take that with advantage because he helped you.
Suggestion to suggest they shut the fuck up, though. So 14.
Sit down.
We're
15 for intimidation.
we're merchants. We're coming to visit the 10 towns.
That's right.
9.
Oh. What?
Yeah, one town was attacked by a terrorist.
Oh.
Completely gone.
Yeah, sorry to hear
I'm
about
sorry.
that.
Women, children.
Yep, terrorists are dog shit.
135, all dead.
Fuck those guys.
That's pretty terrible.
Yep.
I
Can we
come
catch
out from
that?
again.
Person?
Which town?
The 10th one.
Duncan, I swear.
Give me a sec.
Hey, be nice to the Duke.
His Majesty.
It's really big of him to be here.
Is that Tiny's character? Is the Duke just goes blah 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 blah? And he's like, Lord.
He stayed.
Yes. It's now.
It's not where my father was based. I'm gonna make that decision.
Cannon.
It's not. Your father had a little cabin
Yeah.
in the wilderness.
None of the towns.
Seven in the books.
Amuse.
Just in case.
That would be very fun.
I mean, let's East Haven.
Sorry to hear about that.
He's having
I'm not from East Haven.
That's fine. We're selling research shit, for researching things like, I don't know, stars maybe.
Not.
You get a real shit place. The research stars, bud.
I mean, there's like lights and stuff. It'll be fine.
Isn't this where the skylights are?
There is completely like
Not
clouds.
stars, Duncan.
There is no.
What about that Aurora thing?
Oh.
Oh,
That's like a special light,
Anna's just gonna pop out real quick and be like, "Hi, don't. They're the muscle of the group. Don't worry about it. We didn't
Right.
pass through.
And you're
That's
brain-
right. Myself and Moriana and Pi.
Mariana's gonna stick her big tankard head out.
That's the one who comes up with all the cool stuff.
She's going to speak in a slightly primordial accent.
What the fuck?
What does that sound like?
Hissing.
She's gonna hit.
You know what's funny is I took Primordial as one of my other languages.
And she's gonna affirm what Anna is saying, what Anna is saying. I'm sorry.
Just go around.
Animosity.
No one wants to buy stuff.
What are you selling?
Research equipment.
Research equipment.
Nobody here researches shit.
We've got corn syrup too.
Well, could we
I what corn syrup is.
wait? So
Go on.
Explain to this guy what corn syrup is.
Milk
What?
corn.
What's corn syrup?
So you know how you can make syrup out of other shit? You kind of just like mash it up. It's sweet. You can use it to make mead.
Oh, you've got liquor equipment.
Yeah.
Well, fuck yeah. We hadn't got a shipment from Good Meat in days. Get the fuck in here. And you see he opens.
You're goddamn right.
You see he goes, all right, I'm going to open the gate. He pulls a lever, and you watch as
Put me
the
in the
two
front.
gates start to pull open.
You called shotgun.
Hey,
Back in
hey,
the back.
we can make something. You're good at making stuff. I'm good at making stuff. We can make something happen.
Aren't you like an artificer? Can you just craft something else?
I have blacksmithing tools. You could probably.
You have to sell anyone shit.
Right.
You're straight. Look.
To the north.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's do it. Get that gate. You got it.
Yeah, the gate, you see, you pull the lever, the gates are opening. You see there are two guys pushing the gates open.
What's the lever?
What town
As you come into the town, Brynshander.
Brynshander.
B-R-Y-N
Oh,
S-H-N-D-E-R. Brynshander.
I think that was one of the towns we were going to go to.
our second one.
That's why they're
It's the
waiting
last
for a shipment.
B-R-Y-N
Mhm.
S-H-A-N-D-E-R. Brynshander. You just see the gates open. As you guys are coming into town, you look back at the wall, and you see below the lever is a little green sign that says "Open." And then he pulls the lever back, and it flips to a red sign that says "Close." And the two people pull the gates closed.
I might hate this
behind
town.
you guys.
I love this.
That is so
Alright, so now we don't go
inefficient.
anywhere but the north end of town.
Okay.
Where are you guys heading?
Are we going into Brynshander? Why wouldn't we just be like, all right, and go around?
It's the last place to buy supplies.
Okay.
It's like the last stop of civilization.
Why don't we just say that? We were buying supplies.
I was about to say.
Because
We-
we have a
we
crease where we're
talked
not
about
supposed to
corn
break. You know,
syrup.
we're trying to be sneaky.
Well,
You know, use our big brain.
That research equipment either. You know this, right?
I know this.
I thought you made a thing.
I have some equipment.
We don't even know how she shits in the suit. I don't question her.
I like the suit.
What's the thing? This is a fine.
He's the Duke.
You're goddamn right.
Means
What's most
No.
important is that we've gotten in, and we need to find somewhere to shop so we can head out.
that's a good point.
Before someone tries to buy corn syrup or research equipment.
Oh, okay.
Look,
I'll
we're in, aren't we?
The prisoners. Exactly.
Okay.
So you guys are
I'm gonna
heading
stick
to the
with
north.
you.
It might be a good place to get
What's
information.
around?
As you guys you're riding in on the southwest gate, heading into town. The first thing you immediately pass is a stable, as well as a much larger 2-floor building, that appears to be. It has no signs on it, so you assume it's for some sort of. It's not like advertising itself to be open, but it's probably important, given the size and build. As you ride further into town, you reach almost the center of town. Before you see a shop that has a pair of black swords that seem to be hanging on a little signpost outside. Um, uh, and you see there's a lane that leads north, and there's a little signpost sticking out of the town square here that has two arrows on it. One of them points up that north avenue and has a picture of like a crudely drawn bed, and the other has a crudely drawn picture of a sun, and seems to point east.
I think Anna's probably lost her thoughts right now, looking at this little town and thinking, maybe I could be an artist. I mean, it seems like they need someone in marketing here. I could do that. I could go into marketing.
Okay, so some of us should probably head out and get supplies. One of us should probably hit up the inn and see if there's anything else going on dangerous in the area so we can avoid it. and some of us should stay with the prisoners. I'll volunteer to stay with the prisoners since I'm not exactly, and she's gonna like against her to the top of her and say, I'm not exactly discreet, so I'll stay with the prisoners in case they decide to get mouthy. And she's gonna look at them.
You see, Kingmaker goes.
Don't can you have silence on him?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
Ah, acid.
Star.
It's cast fist. And he's just gonna punch him. Nothing.
You see,
I
he
just
goes.
want him to be knocked out.
He makes a con save. Are you like stunning striking him?
Sure, yeah, fuck it. I'll drop a key point for this. Fuck this guy.
Is it a con save or is it a wisdom save? It's a wisdom save.
It's con.
Is it con?
Against my, I think it's an 8 plus, so it'd be 11, 2, 13, so he has to be 13.
He succeeds.
That's fine.
You.
I wouldn't.
Stick it again.
He's gonna make a.
Duncan, was that really necessary?
Yeah, and then I'll throw another.
Listen, he's the one that's most likely to talk.
I can do it again. No.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think you should stay
Oh,
with Moriana and Pine Duncan. You guys make a great team for shopping. And
What are you talking about? This is my favorite sport right here.
Get some bacon.
yes,
Now
Sure.
sleep on him and
Awesome.
it'll just work.
I can get asleep too.
I
Yep. I've got it.
Catching metal from the
Did you swallow the ball bearing? That would hurt.
Open your mouth. Is it still in there?
No, he's gotta keep it closed. He's gotta keep it closed. You guys go shopping. Me and Moriana, we're gonna stay with the prisoners.
As you say, open your mouth. He goes.
That's probably a good call,
No.
actually, King.
What do these ones do?
Kingmaker. What ones?
Well, that one, and I'm gonna point to the one that's been still knocked out. Move real quick.
And what did you guys do to counter that?
He moved quicker.
They gave her one of these.
Oh. I would like to counter Duncan's sometimes.
And you're hitting. And you're. Okay. So you three head north. And then you stop at the crossed pair of swords, I take it.
Yes.
And you're going further until you reach the north look. So we'll start with you. You step. Actually, we're about to end off here. So we'll start with you as you enter into the north look. The north. Just getting jacked. The north look. You see, there's. It's just a rowdy, dangerous environment in here. People are having a good time. It's also there's like a board that's got a lot of like paper notices on it. You realize looking at these paper notices, the pensmanship of the average 10-towner not great. Probably why there's not a lot of written signs. You maybe a lot of these words are written phonetically. There's a chance most 10-towners don't know how to read, just kind of generally. But you see, this place is just bumping. People are drinking, they're eating, and having a generally really good, rough time. You see, sort of getting pushed around a little bit. Your eyes immediately draw to maybe like gorgeous is really the only right word here. This man has like a slightly metallic gold skin. like a golden skinned blonde hair that is pulled back into like a messy bun. You see that his hair pulled back expose his like gently curving elven ears off of either side of his face. Um, he has um, he's an elf a little bit on the older side, and you can tell not because he looks old, but because he has these really lovely smile lines from just like must be centuries of laughter. These smile lines and creases on his forehead. He's not. He's just wearing like a kind of mussed up tavern keeper's uniform, but he's got like a lute on his back. He's a fellow bard, probably. And as he's sort of jostled around, and he's like kind of playfully, like somebody bumps into him, and he goes, "Now watch it, okay?" All right. You see, he sees you through the crowd, and he goes, "Oh," and you see he sort of rushes over to you and goes, "Hi, welcome to the Northlook." Now, this is going to sound like a weird question. Have we met before?
I think we might have. Can I use my name dropper to assume we know each other? Or not for this one.
I'll tell you, you've never seen anybody that looks like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Make an insight check.
It's alright. How important is this?
How do we do?
Now, we're probably going to go to bed soon.
My looks. Why not? I'm letting you know right now. That was in pen, so that's awkward.
It's colder than it was before. Your hands recolded it.
Man, I want to punch Kingmaker again.
13.
13. Something unexpectedly from this man, a dark, worried look crosses his face. We've met before?
Maybe not. I travel around a lot. It's hard to remember everybody you meet on the road, you know what I mean?
So, have you ever seen anybody that looks like me?
Not that I can recall, but, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to worry you. I was just trying to make conversation. I'm Anna. Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you too. Yonder. And that's where we're going to leave off for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Music tonight has been brought to you by the wonderful Pocket Bard. We're not sponsored. We just like them a lot. You should get them. They have a lot of great DM music features for free. So you should check them out post haste. Especially if you're a DM in desperate need of some good music that isn't released by the same guy. Just that one guy that I used for all the DM music. Do we have anything else we want to shout out? Patreon, YouTube, Instagram, Discord,
Neopets.
TikTok.
Jinx. All right, bye. Catch you guys later.
Bye.